Hello everybody and welcome back to one of the last videos of E3. We are going to finish them all today. We've got And the Rest Part 2, which is going to be all these in the inventory, and then the three big ones that I want to talk about, that being all the Mario Odyssey footage, the official Metroid 2 remake, and Insanity releasing this week. So we will have them three after this one, so you got three videos to look forward to after this, and then that's it. That's E3 done. We might do like a fourth video, which is you know, just kind of like it's a wrap up and who did really win E3 and what are my personal thoughts. But you know, well, I guess we can leave this here for now, but you know, most of it, like all these skulls and stuff, it's time to start packing it all away for another year, and then we'll do it all again next year. So we'll now just do And the Rest Part 2 and just get rid of all of them, and it'll be a lot quicker than the first one because obviously there's less games to cover, and some of them, well, you know, you'll see. So we're going to kick off with starting up the Mario Bros. 2 music again, and let's go! So Cuphead, it's looking fantastic. We've been waiting so long for it, and I'm finally happy that it's getting a release date. I'm like really happy it's getting a release date. Microsoft, don't just put it on the Xbox, you dicks. If I don't see that on the PC as well, I'm going to flip my shit. I mean, a lot of people are. There's two games in particular. The other one, which we'll get to, is Ori and the Blind Forest 2, or Ori and the Will of the Wisps for Ori 2. These two, if these don't come to Steam, there's going to be blood on the streets, there's going to be riots, because they're the two, I'd say they're the two most anticipated from you, Microsoft. They're the two that are the top of the indie game world, and they're the two everyone wants to see. So it's still looking fantastic. I really do appreciate all of the hard work that these guys put into Cuphead, because every single frame is hand-drawn. Like, they decided to see if they could make an entire animated game with hand drawing each single frame like an old 1980s or 1940s cartoon like Steamboat Willie, and it looks fantastic. And again, they really put a lot of hard work into this, and I could understand, like, a lot of people were laughing at the delays, and when it gets to September they'll be like, ha, delayed again. But honestly, like, this one, I can understand why it's being delayed, because no one else has ever tried this. Like, not a single person in gaming history has tried to make a game via all hand-drawn frame-by-frame animation. So there's obviously going to be complications. I mean, think about a movie like The Lion King. That's just a movie. You don't have to interact with a movie whatsoever. And how long does an animated movie like The Lion King take back in them days, where it was like frame by frame animation? Was it like 3-4 years or something? So for them to get it out as fast as they have, while also making it interactive, that's some crazy shit right there. So yeah, Cuphead, I can't wait for September. You better release it on Steam, Microsoft. So I can't wait for September to come around to finally, eventually have this thing in my hands and see how it plays. So that's going straight in the good chest. Superstar Saga Remake. I'm okay with it. It's going in the good chest. Like, I like the Mario and Luigi series. I prefer Bowser's Inside Story myself, but I guess you've got to start at the start if you are going to decide to remake them. And I know a lot of people were wanting it, and a lot of people like Swoop are very happy that the Superstar remake is coming. They've updated, I mean, they haven't really, it's not a full-on remake, they haven't updated too much. Like, they're using the Dream Team Bros sprites for the sprites, and they've made the world a little bit more 3D, but for the most part, it's exactly the same game with no alterations whatsoever. It's just kind of updated graphics. So I guess it's less of a remake and more of a remastering. So yeah, either way though, the remake's looking good. I know a lot of people are happy to see it, so we'll just throw it in the good chest, because I'm happy to see it as well. And if they've fixed that hour-long tutorial at the start, maybe I'll be a lot nicer to it. Kirby 2018 is looking good. Now, we didn't have too much information about it. Obviously, it looks like Triple Deluxe. It's all very bright and colourful, and it's not like Epic Yarn. You know, they're not made of yarn or clay like in Rainbow Paintbrush. It's exactly regular Triple Deluxe, normal-ass Kirby. And I think after Epic Yarn and the Rainbow Paintbrush, that's what a lot of people were wanting. They were like, we don't want yarn Kirby, we don't want clay Kirby, we want regular ass Triple Deluxe Kirby, and that's what we got. And it's looking a lot like they cancelled, because of the 4-player co-op thing, and where you can throw hearts to befriend enemies. Hey, throw hearts to befriend enemies, throw caps to possess enemies. I think Nintendo's on a bit of a friendship vibe this year. But yeah, because of the whole throw hearts to capture enemies and the 4-way co-op, it's looking like that cancelled GameCube game, which Purple Star in my comment section below did bring up, and he's right. He's right, it does. And I'm really looking forward to seeing it. Obviously, we only saw a couple of clips, like fighting Wispy Woods, and you can have your friend power up your sword. Like, if you're Kirby and you've got a sword, you've like inhaled the sword person, but one of your friends is a fire person, they can enchant your sword with fire to make it a flame sword. So that's looking interesting, but more at the end when it does the friendship wheel, and there is a waddle-doo holding an umbrella for you to go under the rain, and it says 2p, so player 2. Well, if that's 2p, and then we see all 4 of them rolling down the hill, is it going to be 4-player co-op? That'd be pretty cool if it's 4-player co-op. And please, Nintendo, like Rabbids and Sonic Forces, please make it online. I don't know why I said Sonic Forces. For some reason I thought that I had online. I don't know why. I was thinking of something else, but what was I thinking of? Oh, Snipper Clips. That begins with S, and they didn't do it, and that's why I was getting pissed off. Because Snipper Clips would be the perfect online game. Where's the online for Snipper Clips? Why is it only local co-op? Where's the online for Snipper Clips, Nintendo? So yeah, if you're gonna make 4-player co-op, don't just make it local like Snipper Clips. Make it online like ARMS and Splatoon. Please. Thank you. So, oh, by the way, so that means that Kirby's ending up in the good chest. Skyrim! Or Bethesda! Bethesda's got a creators program which is making you pay for mods. But not just pay for mods like paid for mods in Steam that got like kind of trashed. When we saw it, I'll just bring up the clip. That's not bottle caps. That's a different currency, like a premium currency. So something tells me that they are trying to make a kind of loot box-like system or microtransactions where it's like, hey, you can earn this premium currency in-game, but you'll probably only get like 2 coins a day, but the mod costs 500, but we can speed that process up for a bit of cash. So yeah, Bethesda is trying to make mods be buyable rather than free on the Nexus. And okay, and like this one, I will just say, I think people deserve to be paid for mods, right? Like, when the Steam, I'm just thinking about this, because it's neither way worked correctly. But when I get end slates, I pay money. That's how it works. You're paying money for extra entertainment or something that's personal to you. When I get an end slate, I am paying money to have my hot dragon body in place of the main character with like previous playlist and next at the bottom, although there's those end cards now, so that won't matter. I've paid money for a service for extra enjoyment. And the same with even just a standard game. You are paying money for enjoyment. And the modding community are talented artists and programmers, and some of them, like Durante, fix broken mods or fix broken games. So is it not fair that they get paid for their services? I think it is. I think that for their hard work, they should, if they so wish, be allowed to be paid for it. Now, both the paid for mods on Steam was absolutely retarded. There was no quality control, there was no file checking, so you could upload that horse genitals for $1,000, even though there was no horse genitals. It was a fake mod, but it just showed how broken the system was. So that was a horrible failure. And then we've got Bethesda with this creators program, taking it to the next level, where it's like, we're gonna have complete and total chaos, but it's also gonna have like a premium currency which you've got to earn, but there's clearly setting up for microtransactions. It's a mess. Like, I don't mind people buying mods. I think that the creators do deserve to be compensated for the extra enjoyment been given. Like, I would happily pay for half the mods that I've got on some of my games because it's providing me extra enjoyment. But Bethesda has just royally screwed the pooch, and there was absolutely no reason to do it the way they did. So, yeah, that's an absolutely terrible, terrible way to do it, Bethesda. Into the bad chest with you.
You know, that game looks actually pretty interesting. I'd play it if it wasn't on Xbox One only.
They killed the power around the world. We're gonna light it back up, because this is far from over. In fact, it's only just begun. That's why we brought in you. You got the talent. Now you need the tech. Today, you throw grenades. Boom! Tomorrow, you'll be throwing cars. Forget dropping bombs. You're dropping buildings. Now it's time to get to work.
Is confirmed. Is that what it's gonna look like in Overwatch?
Time to step up your It's go time. Oh yeah! Welcome to the agency. First came the savior, the scourge, the successor. Me? I'm the shit.
Doomfist should do his own dirty work.
I'm Doomfist. Get ready to hurt!
That's Doomfist's gauntlet! Oh man, they said he could level a skyscraper.
I could totally level a skyscraper. Your face, my fist. Your doom. Make room! Yo, this is Terry Crews, and you are watching Yahoo Esports. What?
People are saying he's such a perfect Doomfist.
And that's the joke. It looks okay at best. I mean, Crackdown 1 and 2 weren't really all that good. But, you know, it's got Terry Crews, and he might not even be in it, so... But the joke was that it's Doomfist. Speaking of...
What game is this? Oh. Is this... Oh, wait, Overwatch 2? New Overwatch character.
One player
Overwatch. People are saying Overwatch.
From the wounded warrior, she was caught in a trap, but she used superior tactics to get herself out of there. She's gonna take the win. Let's move on to the next arena. Here we're following Bloody Marrow. There's only 2 players left in this particular particular map. Those tracks are leading up, but that tree is going to give him direct information. That red outline is a mortal unicorn, and he's letting in about 100 meters away now. Looks like he might be crafting or something, but what is this that Bloody Barrel's going to do? Getting ever closer, join that beeline, and now he's going to cloak it up. Is he going to walk in through the front door or what? Looks like he's going to sneak in on the back window. Here we go. Shot in the back. That's one twice. Immortal's in trouble.
No way. Are they copying Overwatch? You know what the perspective? The HUD reminds me of Paladin.
There we go. Oh, that was going to do the damage to the arrow to the belly. That's going to be the win for Bloody Barrel.
What is it more like? Is it like Paladin or Overwatch?
What the fuck did I just watch? What is that shit, Microsoft? Get that out of here. What was that bollocks? So, okay, we can clearly see Microsoft is trying to copy Blizzard. We've been over this, Microsoft. We've been over this, right? There's all those Chinese bootleg Overwatches that nobody gives two fucking shits about because they're clearly ripping off Overwatch. Randy Pitchford's Battleborn died because it came out at the wrong time, and Randy Pitchford is a venomous lying snake that fucked up aliens, colonial marines, so people didn't buy Battleborn out of spite. As a kind of karma, if you will. Then, Paladins came along, the free version of Overwatch. Now, we're not going to sit here and argue which is better. I've played both. I think both are pretty good. We're not going to sit here and argue the details. The main point was, Paladins advertised itself as a free Overwatch. If you don't have a PS4 or a PC that's like that high capacity, and you don't have the money to buy the game, here's your free version. It's free, and then all the money comes from the loot boxes. So if you're a cheap ass, you get Paladins. Now, Paladins could rival Overwatch, and maybe we'll do an Overwatch versus Paladins video, but they're the two standards now. Like, you're either an Overwatch person or a Paladins person, or both. You're either living it up in $60 land or chilling down with the free people, and they have now been established as the core hero-based shooters. This shit in the wild, where there's clearly several heroes with different special powers, and yet that guy screaming, that doesn't help your case. It looks like a bootleg Overwatch, it plays like a bootleg Overwatch, and Mr. Esports guy trying to convince us is the next esport, you're just going down Quake's road. So don't even bother. You showed it, it's kind of like Young Conquer. Do you remember Young Conquer? You remember when Young Conquer got the backlash, so you completely scrapped the idea because it got like 1 million dislikes to 1 like? So you removed that video from your page? Yeah. So just have this like Conquer. This is not a good idea. This will not go well for you. It's just a bootleg Overwatch. Don't try and copy Overwatch and Paladins. It won't end well for you. Look at Randy Pitchford. It won't end well. So just have it as a bullshit trailer that was at E3 and you'll never see it again. Because if that thing releases, I'm going to tell you, nobody's going to care. They've got their 2 hero-based shooters, and that's all people need. Stop oversaturating the market. So you're just getting thrown into the bad chest. Deep Rock Sky. That's No Man's Sky. That is literally... Look at the graphics. Look at them. We're comparing. They look exactly the same. And when you shoot to mine, you're shooting a laser beam to mine. That is No Man's Sky. That's Deep Rock Sky. Sean Murray, are you back?
Like here, we're at the boundary between 2 warring factions. I could join in, I could take sides.
So, yeah, I mean, we all know how No Man's Sky come out, and you know, No Man's Sky was basically just Minecraft in space, really, where we were digging up resources, and this doesn't look any different, so we'll just stick that in the bad chest, because we've already got several mining and crafting games, which are established as the core. This being one of them, the others being Starbound and Terraria. Don't be No Man's Sky. So that goes in the bad chest, obviously. The Shadow of the Colossus remake. It looks bloody amazing. It looks so good, and both me and Fantasy Incantation are so happy and so hyped for this, like really hyped. Now they only showed off basically they remade the original trailer where you're running through the land and then you climb up a giant Colossus and stab it in the head. So there was no real gameplay. I mean, because it's remaking the old trailer, the gameplay is kind of like you running across the field on your horse and climbing up the Titan, but there wasn't really like full-on extra gameplay that's not really seen outside of the trailer. But still, just to know a remake is coming, that's good enough. In the good chest. I can't wait to see more of that at E3 2018, because a lot of this, like Shadow of the Colossus remake, Beyond Good and Evil 2, Kirby 2018, it's all Yoshi 2018, which we'll get to. It's all coming in 2018, so 2018, that's going to shape up to be a really good E3. But for now, it's just trailers, and we need to see more, and I can't wait to see more. So Shadow of Colossus, easily in the good chest. I'm very excited. Me and Fantasy, very excited for that one. Minecraft, nice. So this is just more of a small update, and it's a very nice update that Microsoft made, and that is that Minecraft, like this world, is now cross-compatible with all other versions of Minecraft barring one. So if you have Minecraft on an Xbox, you can play it with people on PC. If you've got a Microsoft Xbox Minecraft, you can play it with people on Nintendo Switch. If you've got it on Nintendo Switch, you can play it with people who've got the iPhone edition. All Minecrafts are now cross-compatible. So just say Photon, for example, who has got Minecraft on his Switch. Photon can come into this world that is on a PC right now because PC and Switch are cross-compatible. For someone else that's got it on Microsoft, they can go into Photon's world and play on his Switch world because it's all cross-compatible. So that's really nice, that's really good. The only one that didn't agree to it is Sony. Sony, what are you doing? And that's the same with Rocket League. Rocket League is saying it's cross-compatible, so PC players and Microsoft players and Switch players can now play together. Sony, again, denying the cross-compatibility. Get your head in the game, Sony. And they made some bullshit excuse like, oh, it's because of the mods or whatever, but it's a load of shit. Whatever their excuse was, like, everybody read it, and it was a load of bollocks. Like, they just don't want to do cross-platform. And I understand that they are the one that's leading the console wars right now. Like, obviously Nintendo does its own thing, so that doesn't really count. I mean, don't get me wrong, Switch is making sales, but not to Sony's extent. So that doesn't really count. And then when you're competing with Microsoft, Microsoft mainly makes team-based games, you know, like Call of Duty, Dishonored. It's all very grown-up games, more young adult games, whereas Sony is, much like Nintendo, fun for the whole family, where you've got things ranging from games for kids like Ratchet and Clank to games for adults like Grand Theft Auto. So you've got the full spectrum on Sony, and Sony's got the technology to back it up, unlike the Switch. So Sony is leading the console wars, so I can see why they don't feel the need to have cross-compatibility, but they shouldn't just deny it. They shouldn't just be like, nah, denied, son, because they are losing out. It will hurt them in the long run. And then the other thing was the Super Duper Shaders pack, which again is really nice. And oh crap, we are out. We are out of good. We're out of room for good. We need to get another box up. A blue one. The blue one. So yeah, You just stand there next to the good chest. But yeah, so Minecraft Super Duper Edition looking really good, because it's like all these have existed for a very long time. Like all these shaders I've watched. I mean, let me just pull up a video here. This is Sly Fox Hound playing Homiecraft with all the shaders on, and remember, this was years ago.
Wait, the reason I've been just showing the background of this is because what you're about to see, and if you saw on the mini-map, is the house that I made. I wish I could say that I made it and created it, but I didn't. It was a shit ton of time that I worked on it, and I'm really proud of it. And this is gonna be my beach house. So, ladies and gentlemen, drum roll, please! Ah, my fingers! Poof. Alright, I don't know how nice it looks at nighttime, but I busted my ass working on it. It doesn't have any interior design whatsoever right now. Oh my god.
What, Chef? What? I'm recording, goddammit. Don't cry.
Blue skies. Look at my gay pride puppy, Doggy. And Doggy is an amazing puppy.
Now, I've played with those shaders before. I've played with all of the nice textures before, and it looks great. And I'm hoping that next year we'll get to see all of this with the Super Duper graphics pack running. But the only reason why I never have shaders or texture packs running is because every time a update comes out, the texture pack breaks. So if I have got, say, Sphax Pure texture pack for 1.8 and then it goes to 1.9, well, that means that Sphax Pure 1.8 doesn't work. So it's like, alright, well, that's it, back to default. Let's just sit here. Let's just sit here and wait. Still waiting. I mean, I know, I appreciate the hard work Sphax Pure's got to put into it, but you know, Minecraft, I wish you wouldn't break the resource packs every time you updated. Still waiting. It's been about 3 weeks now, still waiting. Man, I really wish I could have used that texture pack. So yeah, that's kind of like the idea. So the main texture pack that I like, the actual HD one, or even Sphax Pure, which I hope they kind of include as extra DLC, but the main HD texture pack that me and a lot of others like Sly Fox Hound actually like, now that it's actually becoming an official texture pack, that means you won't have to wait around to update it anymore. It's like, oh, 1.8 goes to 1.9? Don't worry, because we've got the HD texture pack. That shit's already upgraded, so you can use that shit permanently. So I'm really happy that the HD stuff is now getting an official release, and we won't have to wait for the resource pack to update. It'll just always update with the game, which is great news. So yeah, there was a lot of positive announcements for Minecraft, like the cross compatibility and stuff. I mean, granted, once this is over, I probably won't play this for the rest of the year till E3 comes around next year, but still, it's nice to know that it's coming. So, with that being said, let's move it on up to the last 4 games in everything part 2. I'll save Ori till last. So, Yoshi 2018, it looks adorable, it looks amazing, it looks so good. It's basically Woolly World 2. The only difference is they have changed it from wool to a more of a Little Big Planet style, so everything is made with real world objects like Little Big Planet and then digitized, and it's not just wool and coloured crunchy paper. It's now cardboard, glue, plastic cups, all sorts of crafting materials. So it's got more of a Little Big Planet vibe, and I like that because I liked the first Little Big Planet. I'll admit I never played any of the others, but I think that's just because it was Little Big Planet. It wasn't really that engaging, because the whole point of Little Big Planet was more like Mario Maker, make your own levels, and I would have liked to have seen it got more of a proper story rather than here's a couple of levels thrown together by the creators. So yeah, that's the thing that didn't really catch my interest, but now we're going to have Little Big Planet with all of its very amazing, interesting visuals now in a Yoshi game, so you know Nintendo is going to make a good story as well as good level design. All the enemies they look adorable. Once more, it's all looking absolutely great. I can't wait, but once again, it's a 2018 release, so there's not that much to go on, but it's nice to know it's coming, and I'm very excited for it. So that's a good chest right there. So I'll do Ori 2 now. Ori 2, fucking fantastic. Oh my god, it looks amazing. It looks just as good as the first one. They had a guy on the piano doing part of the soundtrack. Holy shit, it looks as good as the first one. Please, you better put that shit on Steam. Again, like Cuphead, don't make that shit Xbox exclusive. Like, everybody got so pissed off when Ubisoft made Tangled exclusive to their fucking shitty little Origins device. Origins, the crap version of Steam that nobody likes and nobody cares about, and it usually puts viruses on your PC because Origins is garbage. Like, Microsoft, don't you dare make this exclusive to the Xbox One. I better see that shit on Steam, because like Cuphead, if that shit doesn't come to Steam, there's gonna be riots. And Microsoft, you make Windows PC, so there's no excuse for it to not come to Steam. So, yes, put this very good thing that's going in the good chest on Steam. Or there will be blood. There will be blood. And the last thing in And the Rest Part 2 is Sea of Thieves and Skull and Bones. Two pirate-based RPG-like games that are multiplayer that have come out. So we're going to have like a double thing on screen, and I'll try and compare the two as we're going along. So they are both multiplayer, so you and other online people take control of a ship. Both are coming to Xbox and PC apparently, and that's good because I may try and I'm a pirate, I may try and get myself a motley crew together on PC and have some adventures. I wonder if Midnight's computer could handle Sea of Thieves on the PC. I bet it probably couldn't, but it'd be worth a try. And then we can also get Icy to go on a pirating adventure. Although Icy's more, I think Icy would like Skull and Bones more because it's more tactical, whereas I just want to have silly cartoon adventures. So, as from that sentence there, you may guess, one is extremely cartoony in the Banjo-Kazooie traditional Rareware fashion, the other is more realistic. One just focuses on the crazy adventures, the other focuses on the strategic layer where there is three ships like the Brigade with the battering ram, the main flagship that will carry all of your loot during raids, and so on. You can see the difference. One is just silly adventure, the other is tactical strategy, and I imagine, like, if I was to say, like, Northern Lion, because he's into Civilization 6 and Europa Universalis, they'll go for, like, Mathis, the NLSS crew, they'll probably go for Skull and Bones, but I just want the Rareware one. I just want the cartoony adventure one. They both look great, and I'd be happy to watch Skull and Bones gameplay. Like, they both go in the good chest. I'd be happy to watch Skull and Bones gameplay, but I'd rather have like the fun adventure over the strategic adventure. So yeah, both are looking fine. As I say, they are vastly different, and one, and I don't know why, but one, which is Skull and Bones, apparently is going to have a competitive season. So there's going to be a load of ships on the sea and a load of rival pirates to compete for that top 500 placement. What? I mean, I guess it could be interesting to see it happen. It's certainly not a bad idea. I just don't know how they're going to work that. Like, how they're going to divvy it up, because it's not just the team, it's individual players as well, apparently, according to this season thing. So just say like Team Blackbeard won, but then who's the best pirate in the Blackbeard team? So it's going to be really interesting to see how they work that out. And yes, one of them did say in that online bit, they did say you will battle it out in competitive to see who is the best pirates and who can become king of the pirates. Yeah. So either way though, both of them looking really, really good. I'm excited for both. I'd want to get Sea of Thieves myself and try and get a PC crew to play with me, so that we could have some, like maybe get Real and Holder of Darkness and Dark Blue and Midnight and everybody else from my chat involved in it, and see if we can get a good PC crew together. But I don't know if a lot of their computers could handle it. And even though they've said that it might be coming to PC, it may not. I hope it does come to PC. I hope they pull that through. So yeah, they're both looking great, and I can't wait to see them both. Rather play Sea of Thieves and get Sea of Thieves, but I'd be happy to watch Skull and Bones by Northern Lion or someone else of a comedic stature. So that is it. That is all the rest of the games. We have got 3 other games to cover, which are, you know what? No, yeah. Where's the other one? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We're missing one. We're missing one. There's one that I've missed. Did I? I'll do the wrap up though, because there's one that I missed, and I may have just thrown it in. Yeah, No Man's Skylanders. Because there is No Man's Rockfall Sky, and then there's No Man's Skylanders. But that's a bit of a dick one, which I'll cover in the next video. So we've got 4 videos left. These are the big 4. These are kind of like Mario Odyssey especially, and AM2R especially. These are like the ultimate winners and one loser of E3. So these are the big 4, and I'm going to go cover them now. So you've got 4 E3 videos left, and then that'll do, and all 4 will be up today on the Sunday. So look forward to them. And after that, we will be done with E3. We may do a 5th video, which is like the ultimate winners and losers. Although I think you already know who won, as we start to tidy away all of the stuff for next year. But I think you may have already guessed who won. But I'll probably still do the ultimate wrap up of the winners and losers. So thank you all for joining me on this E3 journey. The good and the bad have been sorted. There is only 3 big games that are left to be covered, and we'll do them next time, all by Nintendo except for one. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, again, do let me know. Did your dreams come true? Are you regretful? Was there things that you hoped for that didn't happen? Did you get more than you wished for? I know a lot of people were expecting Metroid Prime 4, and there it is. So did you get everything you wished for? Was the things that you wished would have come but never did? Let me know down below. And of course, if you liked the video, do leave a like. And if you don't want to miss out on the final big 4 of this year's E3, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and bing the bell. We are 900 subscribers strong, only 100 away from the first big milestone. Thank you so much. I love you all so much, and I can't believe we are so close to the first big milestone. It is really pretty crazy. So with that said, there are links down below to the Twitter if you want to see what I'm doing, the public Discord if you want to come in and chat with everybody, and my Patreon if you'd like to support me further. But for now, thank you for watching, and I'll see all of you in the next one.